Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becky, otherwise known as Crafty Mimi of 6 over on Instagram, and of course here on Flosstube. If you'd like to see what I post from time to time, hop on over to Instagram and give me a follow. If you're a returning subscriber, I'd like to say thank you for coming back, and if you're new here, just buckle up and welcome for the ride. I have a little bit to show you today. I wanted to show you my Maynia progress, some whips that I've got, and then some final finishes. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching everybody's Maynia that they've been doing and posting. It's just so beautiful. So many so creative people out there, and I've just really liked to see it. Today I'm going to start off, I'm going to show you my FFOs first, and then we'll get into my whips. I just have a little bit of haul today, not very much. And some things I've got kitted up that I want to start here in June. So the first thing that I want to show you is I finally finished my Sweetheart Heel by Plum Street Samplers. And right now I just have it in a white frame. This is a frame that I had here at the house, and so I painted it white. And it's not permanent. I just have it sitting in here for right now. I think I'd like to go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's and see if I could find a chunkier frame. But I do like the way that it turned out. If you remember, I did leave off the bottom border that says, I belong to you. But I'm very proud of this. It took me forever to stitch, and so I'm glad it's finally done. All right, so for Maynia, I said I was going to do patriotic all month. I lasted until about the 20th, and then I got bored with it and wanted to change and do some other things. But I did finish quite a few. So my first one here that I finished was Grand Old Flag, and this is by Brenda Gervais with I Needle and Thread. And I finished it on 25 Count Barley by Lori Holt. I did change up the color of the spools down here. I did them red, white, and blue. I used some flosses that I had on hand, mainly color and cotton. So I just put a little bit of fabric with some rickrack here, and then the back, and then I of course covered my hole. I think I'm going to put a button right here, or a charm just to add a little more to it. This is the first pillow that I finished, so I'm pretty proud of it. I think it turned out really great for what I was doing. A couple little errors, but overall I'm really impressed with it. So again, this is Grand Old Flag, and it is by Brenda Gervais. Another FFO that I had done was from, and this is from the Summer Memories book by Brenda Aki, and for the life of me I cannot find that book. I put it somewhere because I was going to share it with somebody at work because she likes to quilt, so I was going to share some patterns with her if she wanted them. So I put it up in a place I'd remember, and now I don't remember where that place is. I've been doing a little bit of changing around in here in the craft room. I had a big dresser, took it out, put in a smaller one. So it's here somewhere, I just don't know where it's at. I was telling my daughter about it. She said, Mom, just stop looking for it. When you stop looking for it, it'll show up, and she's right, it will. So this is Freedom Flowers. This was in the Summer Memory book. I did use the Aura Floss. I already had some, so I didn't need to buy any more. This is just whatever I had on hand. And then I finished it with some Kimberbell. I think this is red, white, and bloom fabric. Again, this is just something that I've had. So I really like this. I love the colors in this, and I'm really glad with the way that it turned out. Really happy with it. Another little pillow that I have, this is 4th of July, and this is from Primrose Cottage. And again, I just did a simple finish on this. This is just backed. This just gonna sit in my dough bowl or in a tiered tray, and I think it's super cute. Again, I used Aurifil with this one, and so it just matches the Freedom Flowers. I also have this one. This one too is from Primrose Cottage Stitches. It's part of the All-American Subway tile, and that's where the 4th of July came from as well. On this one, I did not leave myself enough space for the side, so my pillow is right up against that H. I'm gonna leave it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out this season. I will stitch this again though and leave myself some more room. I really do like the colors. I like the way that it turned out. So as we, or as I continue to make pillows, they'll get better and better. I do need to practice with my corners, getting them a little bit tighter. But overall, I think it'll be okay. I also did a stitch along with Holly, Mrs. Jones Stitches, and she did a sal for Raindrop Kisses by Primrose Cottage. And so again, I just did a pillow finish with that. And these colors are so pretty, and those little ducks are just adorable. Again, just a basic pillow finish, and that is how it turned out. And this was so easy. This was a super quick stitch. It literally, once I started it, I couldn't stop, and so I stayed up late one night and I just done it. I think it just took me a few hours to whip it up, and for me that's amazing because I am a very slow stitcher. Once I got kind of burnt out with the 4th of July stuff, the patriotic stitching that I was doing, I seen others posting this freebie that they had done. It's Do What You Love, and it's a freebie by Heart and Hand. And so I whipped this up. Again, this was another super quick stitch. And so I had the round board already. I just added fabric to it. This is from Hobby Lobby. It was from their woodpile section. And so just put a couple other layers of fabric on it, some rickrack, and it just hangs up here on a shelf. So again, I think this is super cute. Really happy with the way that it turned out, and adds a nice little pop of color in my room. All right, and then lastly, I believe for my finishes is going to be the super cute pillow. Been seeing these all over Instagram, and I know that Mrs. Jones Stitches had posted one that she had seen, I believe from Tina Egner. I could be wrong on that name. She was talking about it today in her Flosstube. She's whipped out several pillows and they're adorable. So I did this. This is the first time I've ever made a pillow or made a flag. And it's only like the 4th or 5th pillow. I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. Again, my lines could be a little bit straighter, but this is adorable and nice color. Again, just finished with a little patch here. I need to put something on it, but super cute. I love the way this turned out. I tried about 3 times to get a pillow. I had a little bit bigger one, and then I ended up not doing it. And then finally that night, I just came in here and whipped this out. This probably took me about 45 minutes once I figured out what I was doing, but it did take me a few tries to get here. You know, a couple of injuries, but we're good, we're good. All right, I think next, let's look at some whips that I'm working on. The first whip that I want to show you is by Blackbird Designs, and it is Summer Jubilee. And it is in the Souvenirs of Summer book. This is adorable. And so the one that I'm working on is this one right here. I love the way that those colors pop off that fabric. Now I'm not using that fabric, but I am using 16 count Stream Ada from Fiber on a Whim. I love this fabric. Now that I look at it, I believe this is Bunny Nose from Color and Cotton, and it's just not bright enough. I think I'm gonna go back and change it. I'm thinking about either using Poppy or Zinnia by Color and Cotton, just to make this border pop. I've got a lot of bright colors picked. Of course, I'm using my own conversion, just stuff that I've had here. I've got a lot of things pulled. I don't necessarily think I'm going to use all of these, but some of them. This is the red and the blue that I picked for my flag. This is going to be Ladybug and Solstice. Ladybug, I love that red of the Ladybug. I had also pulled out Liberty from Weeks Dye Works just in case, but I do like that Liberty. And then I have Mint Chip, Zinnia, Bunny Nose, and Poppy all for pinks, teal. And then I have Midnight as a dark blue, Chartreuse for the green. I have Sally Sunshine for the yellow. It's a Weeks Dye Work. Picket Fence for my white, and then Cobbled Peach. So it's just a little bit of everything in here. I think these colors are so pretty. So I think I will just back that border out, try something else, and then, well, if I can hold things, kind of see what we like next. So pretty. Back in here, sorry for the crinkle. one that I'm working on, and I started this late in May whenever I was just about done. This is from Plum Street Samplers, and it is henpeck. It's been around for a while, so I'm sure y'all have seen that one before. Super cute. This one is on 32 count pumpkin pie linen. I had ordered this from Hollis Hands on Etsy, and here's my start. A couple of the red flowers in, some white, and then the green grass is outlined. This is the first time that I've ever stitched on linen. I'm usually, you know, Lugana or Aida, so I'm very, very proud of myself for this. I was watching Chantel a couple weeks ago. You know, you've watched her go from Aida to Lugana and then into linen, and I was like, you know what, I can do this too. So I ordered a couple pieces to try. I ordered a 28 count and a 32 count, and I'm just doing it. I had ordered a piece before, and I put in a couple stitches and I didn't like it, and I was done. I couldn't do Aida, but I tried it again, and I'm so glad that I did because this is super cute. Again, here's a close-up of my stitching. I think the red looks great. My white, of course, like everybody, you don't like your white stitches, but we're gonna rock on and see where it goes. Of course, I'm just picked my colors from what I had here at the house. I've got a pretty good stash of floss, so I just use what I can when I can. Again, this is the rest of that 32 count pumpkin pie that I had bought for another order. Something else that I'm working on, and I showed this last time, and I don't think I've made much more progress. I think I maybe put about 10 other stitches in, and this is Sting from Heartstring Samplery. This is one that I'm working on for my daughter, and I'm doing this on 16 count Fresco Aida. This is something that I had gotten from 123 Stitch, and there it is. I'll be honest, I'm using the colors that are close to what they have, but I think I really kind of want to pull it out, and I want to just put it on a different fabric with some brighter flowers, and I think I'd be happier with it. I'm going to ask her what she wants. She's told me before that she likes it, but I think I'd really like to brighten this up a little bit, maybe put it on a different color fabric. So we'll see. But anyways, that is Sting by Heartstring Samplery. Another whip that I'm working on is Pretty in Pink Pin Keep, and this is by Stacy Nash. This is a stitch along that Nettie with Primrose Cottage Stitches is doing, and I think this is so pretty. I had ordered my floss from their Etsy site, and so I have all the called for colors, and they're all Weeks Dye Works, and they're very pretty. I am doing mine on 28 count green sapphire linen, and this is the other piece that I had ordered from Hollis Hands Creates on Etsy. And so I'm about halfway through the left side with the flowers. There's 6 flowers, and so again, stitching on linen, I love it. Wish I wasn't so hesitant all this time because it is really pretty, and I love the color of this linen. So I think it's really pretty, and I'm very proud of it. Trying to stitch more things that I can just leave out all year round versus trying to do holiday stuff. I've got several things that I want to do for my bedroom and several things I want to do for in here in the craft room that I can just always have up, and so that's one of those things that can just always be out. My last whip that I want to show you is Rudolph and Friends, and this is from Brenda Gervais, and I just have my working copy right here because I was writing on it to make sure I can measure good, and I love this one. So I started this last night. I was just wanted to start something. I wanted something little, didn't want to do anything big, and I was just kind of bored with what I had. So I started this, and I got 3/4 of a way through the border. So this is stitching up really quick. I'm doing this on 25 count Prim by Lori Holt, and I love this. I, of course, picked my own colors. From Color and Cotton, I'm using Jolly Suit and Jamestown, and then from Classic Colorworks, I'm doing Little Sprout and Steamed Broccoli. So far, that's all that I've really pulled. I'll just do B5200 for my white, And then I think for his hat and maybe the reindeer antlers, I'll just use this darker brown, which is 938 DMC. So I think that's super cute and I'm very proud of it. Now I just wanted to show you a few things that I had kitted up that I'm going to start working on. The first one is from Plum Street Samplers. I'm on a kick. This one is Jack's Sweet Shop and it's Wilhelmina. And this is so cute. I seen this on 123 Stitch and I was like, yeah, I need to do that. I think he's adorable. I want to put him in a little round picture frame. And so I've been searching for one. And whenever I ordered the kit, I just ordered the floss with it. So I have all the called for colors. And I think it's adorable. So we'll start that here in the next week or so. And probably after I finish Rudolph and Friends, I'll start this one next. The other thing that I've got kitted up that I've not started yet is Welcome to the North Pole from Primrose Cottage Stitches. I absolutely love this. I think it is adorable. I love everything about it. I'm very intimidated by the size of it. So that's why I haven't started it yet. I've been thinking about breaking it up into like 6 different pillows. And then I've also thought about maybe just pulling out little pieces of it and doing just ornaments, Christmas ornaments. So I haven't really decided. I absolutely love it. I'm just really intimidated by the size. And whenever I ordered that, I also ordered the floss pack. So I have all the colors that I need to work on it. I'm just waiting on some fabric. I do have several here at the house I can use. And I did order one from Grace Notes. I'll show you in just a minute in my haul that I want to use. I got it specifically for this. I'm just not so certain that the white's gonna work out. So I'll show you that here in just a minute. I did order in some fabric, and so along with the pumpkin pie, whenever I ordered that and the green sapphire, I also ordered 32 count smoky white. And so this will be the next linen that I try. I like this one. I like the modeling in it. I think it is really pretty. And then I also got in an 18 count Ada. It's white pettit on gray. And I have had this before in brown and I really liked it. And so I thought I might get this to use with some of my Christmas patterns that I want to do. I've watched Missy Timberlake on 2 Needles Pulling Thread talk about her Grace Notes fabrics. And so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and try it. She always talks about how wonderful they are. And so I ordered them. It took them a couple weeks to get here, which is no big deal because I was not in a hurry. And the first one is 25 count Lugana, and it's a fat quarter, and it's strawberry latte. And I love everything about this. The color is amazing. The modeling in there, just, you know, a little light hit of pink in it. It's so pretty, and this is so soft. It is, it's like heaven. And so I'm so glad I ordered it. I've been on there shopping. My cart's full again, so I need to place another order. I'd like to go ahead and order some linen from her, and then probably a couple more things of Lugana as well, because I love it. The other piece that I ordered is another fat quarter, 25 count Lugana. I got this one in Opal, and it's Mojito Smoothie. This is the one that I got for my, what is it? Welcome to the North Pole. I was like, oh, I like that. So, you know, you have the option to add the opalescent in there or not. And so I did. My only concern is that this is pretty light. I don't know that the white is going to pop on it the way that I want it to. So I may just keep this and put some other Christmas ornaments on it because that is my goal this year, is to make several. My daughter, you know, mentioned last year that she likes some ornaments. So I think that's what I'm going to make. And so don't know if I'm going to use this for ornaments or if I may do try a pillow with Welcome to the North Pole on it and see what we want to do. Again, I just keep touching this. It's so pretty. It's heaven. But we'll see. So my goals for June are going to be to finish some of the things that I've gotten started. I want to start Wilhelmina. I want to start Welcome to the North Pole. And I'm sure I've got some others in here that I want to start. I was going through my box the other day, kind of sorting patterns and fabric and kind of pulling stuff out to see what I had. And then of course I need to start working on some of the stuff. I'm going to that retreat in October. And so with me being kind of slow, I want to get started on some of that stuff. But if you made it this far, I want to thank you for spending your time with me today. And I appreciate it. And if you would, just like and subscribe to the channel if you would, and I'll be back soon. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. Bye.